Yeah. Now, this conviction that you're going to get, right, where I, as the defendant, am going to be convicted of the criminal complaint, yes, of cyber stalking and a violating of a no contact order, yeah. When I just provided to law enforcement all the, well, not all the evidence, but the evidence that I was in Port Angeles, Washington, yeah, and the copies of the emails that I emailed them on June 16th of 2017. Did anybody find that lewd, lascivious, harassing, intimidating, tormenting? Um, Defendant previously filed motion to vacate conviction. Now, what you're wanting to do is I'm going to file a motion to vacate the conviction that I had, the judgment that you're going to issue a court order where I'm going to be involuntarily admitted into a mental facility. So the involuntary administration of antipsychotic medication during my restoration period. Pow, pow, pow. Western State Hospital found me not competent to stand trial. Now, how the fuck is it that I'm not competent to stand trial when I just provided all the evidence I wasn't there and it's not lewd and lascivious? Now, who's the fucking ass right now? Um, I'm just making a point. The facts underlying the claim, if proven and viewed in light of the evidence as a whole, would be sufficient to establish by clear and convincing evidence that, but for constitutional error, not reasonable fact finder, would have found the applicant guilty of the underlying offense. There's no constitutional errors in not reading me my. There's no constitutional errors in not asking me where I was at. There's no constitutional errors in enforcing a protection order where there's forgery and fraud. There's no constitutional errors in appointing counsel to me when I'm the accused defendant of a criminal complaint without summons. Now, I just want to make sure, okay, convincing evidence. Exactly what evidence do you need? Before a second or successive application permitted by this file in the district court, the applicant shall move in the appropriate court of appeals for an order, as in a court order authorizing the district court to consider the application. Yeah. See, this 28 U.S. Code 2255 states in pertinent part, yes, a second or successive motion must be certified as provided in section 2244 by a panel of appropriate court of appeals to contain. Now, obviously, if you think that I'm only going to get, 10 days in jail, right, for cyber stalking and violating a protection order, why the fuck are you sending me to Western State Hospital? You let me out of jail for the last 14 months on my own personal recognizance. Yes, I provided all the evidence that I didn't commit the crime, and you still have to make.